The video you're about to see is a clip from a workshop that I had the pleasure of participating in with my good friend Chelsea, who is a dream analysis coach, and Olga, who is a shamanic practitioner. Um, and they put on a workshop. This particular one was about the symbolism behind a circle. So Chelsea talks about in her dream analysis side of it, kind of the symbolism behind a circle, and Olga talks about the soul of a circle, um, which very much reminded me of a a very unique meditation that I've had the experience to participate in called the frame technique, which is a square. And that's more from a masculine point of view. So I got a lot out of this workshop just because I a little extra because um, it was more the feminine side of things that I've been studying from a more masculine side. But where this clip picks up is when the meditation is over, and each of the participants on the workshop describes their experience during the meditation. Um, if you'd like to see the whole video, including the symbolism behind circles and Olga talking about the soul of a circle, and the other participants on the call, click the link below in the description. That will take you to the full video. But this video will just have Chelsea's experience, my experience, and Servine's experience. But I hope y'all enjoy this, and if you do, give me a thumbs up and head on over to that link and watch the full video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Slowly thank the soul of circle for sitting with you today and sharing its wisdom, its medicine, its messages, insights. And you can ask the soul of circle to, if you would like to, you can ask the soul of circle to be present with you for however long you want, a few days or whatever period of time that is appropriate, and continue sharing its messages, insights, healing, medicine, wisdom with you throughout the following days, as appropriate as you are, as you may begin to hear the messages more clearly throughout the coming days, or whatever period appropriate to your experience. You can thank the soul of circle once again. And you can say a polite goodbye. And you can come back to the space. Back into the physical. Slowly keeping the wisdom intact. Appreciating it. And if anyone would like to share your experience, yeah, we'd love to hear. Do you want to start, Chelsea?
Yeah, I wrote mine down, so it was good. It felt like one of my creative writings almost. Now, this was really interesting. You guys get to come off camera if you want during this space, so it can be more intimate, one-on-one. So I wrote it down kind of creatively, so I'm just going to read what I wrote. As swirling around as a blue and purple energy, I become the soul of this circle, and I push out of the middle with love and life. I realize that I breathe life into symbolism as it in return breathes life into me. I then dance around the many layers of the circle to the depths of meaning of life in the same soul. We together become the Fibonacci sequence, the duality of energy of me and symbolism. I don't know, it was very interesting. So I don't know fully what it all means, but it makes sense that we breathe life into symbolism and it breathes life into us, that we equally are inspired by symbolism in that way, if that makes sense a little bit.
Yeah, when I was looking at you, I was seeing your golden waterfall again. I was like, oh, she let out the waterfall, like, yeah, that waterfall was flowing, and I saw you kind of like they formed a circle around the waterfall, and I saw you kind of flowing out of that waterfall, but then you came back and you're like, oh my God, I'm this magnificent waterfall. Like you actually saw yourself. You're like, that's me, you know? And it's like this back and forth action was like you realizing yourself kind of, which yeah, makes sense with what you wrote as well. So yeah, that's fun.
It's inspired a new creative writing piece, I think.
Cool.
But it for me, it kind of answered a few questions because, you know, I've understood symbolism as its own identity and like how we as humans can bring anything to life in that sense, just because that's how our brains work, right? But it made sense, almost like it took the lesson full circle, but more in depth, how it, you know, so I just love it full circle. And I really liked how, because at first I wasn't sure why I was going in a circle and then why I was pushing out of it. Like I took my soul into it, but I also realized that it was, as I was giving the symbolism life, it was giving me life too, which I thought that was very like powerful, a little bit realization, a tad bit. Yeah, and then I danced around the many layers of the circle to the depths of meaning and life as the same soul. And then I did see the Fibonacci sequence, which was kind of random, but I do like the Fibonacci sequence. And it is this conch shell circle effect that would kind of keep going depthness too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all around life. So it's, yeah, it's cool. I wasn't expecting that. All right, I'm done. Anyone else?
Well, we can go according to our Zoom lineup, or at least like how I see it. For me, Jeanette is next, the next after. Would you like to share with us what you
Sure,
got?
y'all might be scared with my stuff. So I'm a very 3D person. So I take everything and 3D it. Um, Music is a big thing for me. So while I was sitting there, the song, I'm not a vocalist, so bear with me. But the song "You Spin Me Right Round, Baby" was coming in. So with that, it was like a circle. You can't tell a circle is spinning unless there's something in it. A circle with nothing in it just looks like a circle because no matter which way you spin it, it looks the same. But once you start adding things into the circle, then you can actually tell that it's spinning. And then it came through that a circle with nothing in it is a hole. So it's not a circle, it's just a hole. So that's kind of where I went with it. But ta-da! That's it. That's all I got for you.
That kind of correlates what I was seeing a little bit, how I brought it to life and gave the soul, and then it brought me to life, like an energy exchange between it a tad bit.
Yeah.
So with nothing in it, it's just empty. But if we bring it to life in a way,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's
Olga, please correct me if I'm wrong.
No, there's no like, well, the correct answer is this.
the correct answer is everyone's right, everyone's wrong.
And I just like took it as a like an exercise to check out what everyone else was seeing. And I mean, from my perspective, because that's fun for me actually, and as a initiator of the energy work, I like to keep an eye on things to, you know, because I activate it, so I have a kind of responsibility of sorts. So yeah, for Jeanette, I saw you like interesting, like like you were looking at the sun and the wind somehow, or your soul was, I don't know, and like it was going in a circle back to you, and it's like like I saw you kind of like rediscovering or discovering your connections to other things. Like in how I saw it was the sun and the wind. And you were like there's you and there's the sun and there's the circle spinning between you guys. So you're like, oh, like that's the relationship between me and the sun or something. That's the
I find connections in everything, like all the little details in life. I find oh, there's a connection, there. Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, it sounds fun. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, Severin, you're next for us in the Zoom line. Would you like to share what you felt?
I kind of had the opposite feeling. For me, it's like going in a circle, and what you put in the middle, it's like a gravity force. So you might put something little in the middle, and when you start spinning a circle, it'll pull throughout the circle and go outside and make you realize it's a little bit more than just the gravity point. So it's getting bigger. And also, I had some sounds coming through. I don't know. I do a lot of meditation with a lot of how do you call it? Frequencies and things. So it was like a sound of waves, ocean waves, and synchronized waves. So it was like a little wave becoming bigger and bigger and growing. But I'm not sure where it's going to, but it was getting bigger.
Yeah, just like it was getting bigger across the circle that way, it was getting bigger that the other way as well. Yeah. For you, I saw like the circle was spinning this way, and then you're kind of like having some kind of energy going in there, and sometimes it went like an infinity symbol, but it would always be kind of somehow what wouldn't connect, but it would be I don't want to say broken, it sounds wrong or something. It wasn't wrong, it's
Kind of a
more like
tornado.
no, like an infinity symbol going this way, like number 8, going
Yeah,
this way and in and out of the circle, and it wouldn't connect, but it would go slightly different way. Like it would go like this, but instead of
Disconnected.
connecting, it would go like you, and then go into different ways. And there was a feeling of like a continuation, not a closed and completeness, but more like a continuation, kind of like this. So
yeah. Sorry
it's
for
like a
the
growth.
dog. Yeah,
There's
I
a
know what you're meaning. The symbol of infinity the last
Yeah,
few weeks is coming back and back, and actually I'm still wondering why, but it's very, if I'm looking at it at a metaphorical way, I'm feeling like I need to go through all of the things I've did before, and like it's getting me to the same point again.
but in this case, it's actually going, not connecting back to the same point, but going to further, like a continuation and growth.
Hmm.
Just like you said, the waves are getting bigger and bigger, or the thing in the middle just gets like bigger too. So yeah, I would say perhaps a shift in that perspective you can expect it. And you can also ask the soul of circle to keep working with you, and you can ask specific questions like, hey, you know, Soul of Circle, could you please help me with this specific thing I'm experiencing? So if you sit back with that Soul of Circle and ask specific questions, then you can listen to the new kind of answers that it has for you. Or
I think I know what you're meaning. I'm very intuitive, but the thing I'm not really connecting to is the spirit guides. I know they're with me, but I'm kind of afraid to recognize who they are.
yeah, that's a yeah, a different topic. We can perhaps make actually a workshop later on connecting to spirit guides. But if you like, we can actually work on it one-on-one later on. Yeah, but it would be a cool topic to work on one day, I guess. But they're there anyway, so it's okay. I mean, and
Anyway.
yeah, you can feel safe in this workshop because I do talk to your spirit guides and ask them to participate. But yeah, they're with you anyway. Yeah. That's some cool experience, and thank you for sharing. And Lynn is